To do with a lot of different things. Remember we talked about there were floodplains on both sides of the tracks. That's one thing. We don't want to build a hole there because then we got to pump all that water out when it gets down in there. That's one. But that can be overcome. The other thing is there's lots of utilities in here. Fiber optic lines, national, regional fiber optic lines are very expensive to move. That's number two. But the real reason has to do with how you keep the railroad in operation while you do this. And one of the things the railroad will require us, they say we can't just shut down the railroad tracks while you dig a hole underneath us, take our tracks out, and build a bridge for us over the top. You have to build another way for the trains to get around while you build the bridge for our tracks when you go underneath. It's called a shoe fly. And what that is you have to come and build, basically take the tracks that are there, build two other sets of tracks next to them, so you can take down the tracks that are out, and then once you build the bridge with the new tracks, then you tear out the tracks that you built before. And the thing that's important to know, maybe, Matt, if you go to alternative number G, you might be able to see the start of this. Yeah, why don't you go to the regional map? We have a regional map, we kind of snuck in here at the end, just to give you some context. It's at the end. That one. What ends up happening is the railroad starts to curve. And with the speeds that the railroad tracks come through, the trains can't turn a corner very easily. So what happens when you build this shoe fly, you have to build the other tracks right next to it. You'll have to chase that track all the way around the end of the curve, pretty close, to be able to build underneath. And then you turn it all out and throw it away when you're done. Bottom line is, it's extremely expensive to go under. Far more expensive than going over. And so that option just, we said, you know what, it's just not worth looking at with the alternatives as we go forward.